Tail the tape in the heavyweight division. The 25-year-old DRABINCA is undefeated at 3-0. 26 is KADLEC. He is 2-0. Of course, KADLEC is down on height, on reach, and just a little bit on weight. Round one of a potential 3. KADLEC in the blue, DRABINCA in the red. KADLEC with some early pressure here. DRABINCA counters there with a 1-2. DRABINCA certainly looking to establish those long-range weapons.
He's using that to keep KADLEC at bay, to looking to damage that knee, go to the body as well to fire off those combinations upstairs. Spinning back fist into the clinch here though, Chris.
KADLEC with a first opportunity for a takedown, wraps that lead leg. Can he get the double underhooks here? Not quite. Good pummel. DRABINCA fighting with his right arm here on that left arm of KADLEC. KADLEC with solid head pressure here, punching on the inside and making a nuisance of himself early.
He's got to think about this body lock though. He can use the hips to disbalance, but largely he's got to think about connecting the hands around the body and utilizing the trip on the left leg here of DRABINCA.
Trying to wrap here is KADLEC. DRABINCA countering with the whizzer KADLEC. Heavy pressure and a good couple of knees here as both fighters exchange. And it was what we predicted. The takedown might be the antidote here for KADLEC. DRABINCA dealing with the problem and passing the test thus far.
Some nice short shots, close range from KADLEC, but largely again he's either got to get a body lock or drop down to attack the single leg.
KADLEC vying for position here. Struggling, going up and down, goes low. Thinks about going below the waist, couldn't quite get there. Good control here from DRABINCA, but he's eating connections here. Knees, elbows, short punches on the inside. KADLEC making this a roughhouse fight so far.
DRABINCA needs to start thinking about framing on the face, a nice short little elbow, and turn the left arm into an underhook, and then try and get control of the right arm with the underhook. Then he can circle to the inside. Also nice Uchimata. He's thinking about the back kick, could drop off for the armbar.
Good counter here with the Uchi, tries to wrap up the arm, doesn't get it. KADLEC on top, an opportunity to get to the back. Oh, that was getting messy. There was a frantic scramble. But the pressure here from KADLEC continues to trump any efforts from DRABINCA.
Oh, big knee to the body, beautiful frame on the face.
That was a lovely knee there. Good Thai style here from DRABINCA. Framing up is DRABINCA. KADLEC thinks again about dropping for a single leg, can't quite get it. A bit of stalemate here, but DRABINCA has shown some colors in the clinch.
Well, this is the evidence of the, I believe it was a 9-kilo weight advantage for DRABINCA. This is going to play massively in the clinch. He's going to be strong in the clinch. He's going to be able to get back to his feet. He's going to be able to prevent the takedown here from KADLEC.
Good frame here from DRABINCA. KADLEC swings for the fences and locks up a single. Quite nearly. The struggle continues here at heavyweight. The second, of course, of your prelims as we move towards the main card. Live on pay-per-view on FNC TV. Of course, check all your socials. FNC coming at you on Instagram, YouTube, Facebook. Plenty of action coming your way. Between these heavyweights right now, though, it is in the clinch and hell for leather here with big overhand punches, knees, and elbows. The first separation now in 3 minutes. Forward pressure here. KADLEC stalking. DRABINCA looking a little bit worse for wear. Patience. Calculation. Heavy 1-2 there from DRABINCA. Attempt at grabbing the ankle from KADLEC, and a lovely sprinter's escape there from DRABINCA to counter.
KADLEC with a nice level change, looking for the outside trip. Oh, he has back exposure. He's got a mat return here and look for the hooks, Chris.
Marko Šintić calling a halt to the action. Not quite sure what transpired there. Could be a warning about grabbing the fence. A point deduction. Marko Šintić has deducted a point. It looked like it was for a fence grab, Dean. He must have given a verbal warning, but he is definitely not giving a second opportunity. That could be catastrophic here. Oh, DRABINCA really having to fight with some fire now. That was a Poor outcome there with the point deduction. Quite clearly a foul was committed.
Yeah, this is critical in this first round now for KADLEC to take advantage of the fact that there was a point taken. So he's doing the right thing. He's going to force the clinch, work the dirty boxing, look to try and get the fight down to the ground. He does not want to be into a stand-up gunfight here with DRABINCA.
Good uppercut there again from KADLEC on the inside. DRABINCA counters. Heavy thunder, but not able to quite get the reach. Guillotine on tap here. High elbow. Does he have it locked up? It does look tight. Could he finish it standing here? Maybe. It doesn't look like he's going to jump for it, Dean.
He's switching to the palm, though. He's going to try and contort his arm up and use the fence. Oh, he let it go.
And all the way to the bell. A thrilling 5 minutes there, but a point deduction, unfortunately for DRABINCA, puts KADLEC in a very, very, very good position. Possible discussion for a 10-8 round.
Yeah, definitely a strong case with the point deduction.
Let's take a look at some of the action. Again, it was DRABINCA with a heavy 1-2, certainly from the outset, but KADLEC was able to get inside, muscle his way into the clinch, and make it a dirty fight. Solid couple of left hands, the bicep pummel then to negate the counter. An exchange of knees. KADLEC again went low once or twice. There was probably the best connection from DRABINCA with that knee. Good frame off the forearm. Here another chance to revisit it. And maybe a chance to even see the infraction. It's not sure whether or not it was a fence grab. I thought it was a fence grab off the takedown pressure. Marko Šintić says, are you ready? Both fighters straight to the middle here. And what remains to be seen, will the red corner, Alexander DRABINCA, be able to leverage that natural height and reach advantage on the feet, or will KADLEC get inside and make it a mirror image of the first frame?
It's critical for him to do exactly this, to close the distance, get his hands on DRABINCA, work in the clinch with the knees, the short shots, and think about the takedown.
Level change here. KADLEC trying to get down. Can he get down? Not quite. A labored knee in reply from DRABINCA, and heavy breathing between this pair. Fatigue setting in certainly, but the game plan and the strategy working out in the favor of the blue corner, who within 30 seconds was able to cut this ring off and get this fight straight in close.
He's having real trouble in the clinch here. So I'd like to see him try and bait a knee and catch it, turn it into a high single, trip the opposite side foot and get the takedown. KADLEC has to think outside the box here if he wants to drag it to the canvas.
Pressure here from KADLEC. Digging his toes in as he walks forward. Head pressure. KADLEC once again just trying to stay close, stay tight, get connected. But what he hasn't been able to do so far is go down for a takedown below the waist. There was a good body shot in the exit. KADLEC shoots again, the reshot here. Can he convert? No, not quite. There's a guillotine. Oh, DRABINCA was fishing for the neck, but falls down into the mount. This might have been the mistake that DRABINCA needed to capitalize on. He goes rear naked choke, doesn't get it. Mayhem right now, Dean.
Well, that guillotine set it up. It forced KADLEC to go to his back, but he wrestled well to his feet, gets the outside position. Didn't want to allow DRABINCA in that top position, firing those heavy elbows.
Oh, DRABINCA had a golden opportunity there. That was so close, but so far. KADLEC goes low, just bent out of position. Connects his hands finally for the first time in 7 minutes and change of action. But posture seems really, I think, a difficult thing when you're bent down like that. DRABINCA certainly contemplating the guillotine here. Good snap down. Watches the grab of the cage, spins to the back.
Gonna chase the double in this position here. He's got to buck here and disallow the hooks. If the hooks go in, DRABINCA can fire off at will.
The crowd behind DRABINCA here. DRABINCA with a good couple of punches. The Slovenian fighter gaining back exposure here. Good punches here. DRABINCA 1-2. Piston left hands landing there for DRABINCA.
The KADLEC still in the fight, though. You notice when he's eating those shots, he sensed the referee get closer, and he's riding the wrist. He's got to try and plant the hand down, use the cage as a base, and spring back to his feet here.
Drabinca trying everything he can to capitalize on this position, of course, and try to be the first Slovenian fighter to win a fight here this evening at the Arena Stožice. But it's an uphill battle after going down 10-8 in the first round, and this is the way you turn it around. You land those impactful elbows, big punches, combinations back and forth here. Here comes Drabinca. Drabinca on fire, landing heavy leather here. KADLEC goes down, and it's desperation mode on the single.
He's got to switch to the double here. If he chases the ankle, he's got to make sure he gets the right arm and the left arm engaged on the hips and the legs, otherwise he risks a back take. What we got to see from Drabinca here is to block the arm and circle around the back. He had real success when he's able to slam in those punches. If he has both hooks in, he's going to have optimum control and even a better opportunity maybe to force the finish, Chris.
So Drabinca consolidating the position here. Nearly getting to the seatbelt, trying to fish around the left side. And there again, the sneaky opportunities of those punches he's landed underneath the guard quite often against KADLEC, but Drabinca just not finding his way into the back. He's trying, but what they say, if at first you don't succeed, you try again as he cranks the neck. This has been an absolutely frenetic pace for heavyweights. 10 minutes of action at full throttle here, FNC 29. Both corners have literally put their foot down to the floor on the gas pedal. And Drabinca, I believe, has turned around this round. But will it be enough to turn around this fight? There we go, 10 minutes.
Interesting to see Drabinca in the top position, on the ground, dominating. We've seen KADLEC consistently work for the takedown, but a few errors, and maybe the labor of the fight after trying all those takedowns and not being fruitful, it's kind of sapped his cardio a little bit.
Deep breaths here from Drabinca in the corner. Of course, Drabinca and KADLEC had come into this fight, neither tasting defeat in their professional careers. Drabinca, the more checkered amateur career, has responded to the grappling pressure and indeed the clinch work of KADLEC quite well. And there KADLEC back to familiar tactics from the beginning of the fight into the second round, where he pressed the cage quite early, but it was all countered off a sloppy takedown. And Drabinca was able to get mount, eventually finish on the back. We saw good damaging punches, a couple attempts at fishing for the choke. And if it weren't for the point deduction, it would have been all of this that contributed to Drabinca tying this fight up even. But I think best case scenario, it's 19-18.
It definitely will come down to this third and final. Who can dominate, who can get the top position, or if Drabinca can land some more decisive shots with power on the end of them.
So here we go, 5 minutes, the third and final round in a fight that seems so unlikely to go the distance. KADLEC nearly 4-1 underdog, but he's certainly made a nuisance of himself on the inside, again pressing to the cage, going into the clinch. Drabinca was 1.2 to 4 for KADLEC, of course, the underdog. The odds certainly not playing out in practice that wide. A flash of the ground control statistics just now as we flash forward to what KADLEC really wants to achieve in this third and final round, and quite right, I think, tactics-wise, in order to steal a close fight.
There's got to be some urgency here for KADLEC to drag this one down to the ground. He's not going to be able to do it from 50-50. He actually gets turned. The more tired of the two. Here, KADLEC in the clinch. He fires a knee. But what he's going to try and do is get to the outside position. Eat some heavy shots here now, Chris.
Heavy punches here. Drabinca smells the finish, trying to close the show. Good couple of connections there. KADLEC had outside single, but that neck is in jeopardy. Will he get the guillotine? Oh, that looks so tight, Dean. Can he get it standing? Not quite.
Nice defense, though, from KADLEC. 2-on-1 on the defending arm. Drags the head down, looking for the single.
And body shots, elbows, punches. Literally every weapon in Muay Thai from the arms being shown. As KADLEC, desperation on that head inside right now. Both fighters are tired. They are feeling the heat of what has been back and forth. but you get the feeling that Drabinca is the guy with the more in the tank right now.
Well, KADLEC is rested in the wrong positions. He shot a single, was on all fours, used that opportunity to rest a little bit. Now finds himself with a potential back exposure. He's some heavy shots now.
Heavy punches coming down here from Drabinca. Drabinca needs a dominant round. He needs to get a 10-8. He needs to get a stoppage here. You'd hate to come out winning 2 rounds of 3 and getting a draw due to losing a point, and Drabinca has achieved side control here in what might be the most sterling opportunity of this contest for him.
Might be an opportunity for a crucifix here. He can block the arm. He's stepping over the head to try and lever the arm back. Might be looking for the arm bar. He's going to roll through. He's thinking about the triangle, but didn't have the arm engaged. But you see, did a wonderful job of getting back to the knees and blanketing KADLEC, when KADLEC is kind of using this opportunity to rest.
KADLEC's turtling up here. Drabinca going short choke. Could go bulldog choke. He's got a bunch of different options here. Time and time again, Drabinca has tried to get underneath the chin and yet has failed at that task, but achieved mount here. He is all over KADLEC right now. In come the punches, down come the punches, down come the elbows. And the crowd behind the Slovenian fighter here, as he has gained an absolutely dominant position here. This has been an outrageous fight.
Some real good pressure here from Drabinca. He's got to posture up and unload those shots though. More affordable from a high and mounted position as well. I don't know if KADLEC is going to have the opportunity to escape here, but he's going to try and get the elbows close to the side of his body. He's going to use the upas and the hip escapes. Oh, some heavy elbows straight down the center.
Elbows coming down here from Drabinca. Drabinca just pouring on the pressure, accumulating more and more significant strikes. Down come the 12-6 elbows. KADLEC is helpless here. Struggling on low mount as Drabinca gets those double unders and walks his way forward tighter, closing the noose on this contest. 40 of 52 for KADLEC, 60 of 101 for Drabinca. Drabinca edging on the kicks and certainly edging on the scoring here in the 3rd round, but will it be enough? Under 60 seconds. And it will remain to be seen how the judges will view this, if indeed it does go the distance. Or could Drabinca pull a last-minute stoppage here and make this definitive? Elbows coming down here. Drabinca, pressure, adversity, heat. Good frame here. Drabinca just landing blow after blow. KADLEC unable to defend. Will the referee step in? We've got 5 seconds here on the clock.
Oh, back take on its way here. If he wants to finish by ground and pound, he's got to flatten him out.
And he doesn't do it. So close, but so far. And if you won the last 2 rounds 10-9, that'd make it 28-28. The crowd falls silent here, and this fight could be on a knife edge despite a dominant performance, a very dominant performance from Alexander Drabinca. Again, a fight we didn't think was going to go the distance.
Well, I expected KADLEC to get the takedown and get the top position. He loves to transition to ground and pound, but we saw Drabinca have success on the feet, have success on the ground massively. See in the replay here, some beautiful elbows, separates just enough to fire those elbows and those punches close range, forcing KADLEC to cover up. There's no opportunity for a shot. There's a knee just in case he thinks about it.
Drabinca on the outside, really able to capture loads of technical advantages with the tie clinch. Here the back exposure, we just saw those piston-like right hands and left hands coming underneath the guard. And here the end of the round, where he slipped into higher mount over time and chose to do mega damage here. This was absolutely a wild fight. We knew it was going to be a wild fight stylistically, but once again, I thought given the stylistic clash we'd see somebody wilt, but 15 minutes later, much respect given and much respect earned. And you can see Drabinca just all over KADLEC until the final seconds of the 3rd round at 120 kilograms. This heavyweight contest is going to the judges' scorecard. And there is palpable tension in the crowd. Darko Stosic among many other FNC royalty here in attendance tonight. The Arena Stožice filling up here. Top of the prelims. We await the results in your second fight of the evening.
Your winner by way of split decision in the red corner is Alexander DRABINCA.